you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Everyone have a good weekend?
Busy. Well, busy around the house. I never left my house, but it was busy.
Okay, good. How's my volume here?
You're a little low.
Am I? Let me see what I can
I've
do.
got you maxed out.
How about that? No better? I don't want to go into the red. That any good?
I mean, it's workable.
Okay. I don't know, man. This is the same equipment. I've got this thing dialed way the H up. Okay. Maybe I need a better mic. I have better microphones. I should just swap one out. But well, that would work.
Maybe not right now.
I found a back corner of my office at home where I think it's equipment from Win 98.5 in Battle Creek.
Anything good?
Yeah.
What did you use for a microphone back then?
RA20s have been used for decades.
Those are expensive, aren't they? Is that like a $3,000 mic or something?
No.
Really?
What are they? 500?
RE20s?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's a dynamic mic, so
Let's find out.
No, they're more than that. They're $500-600. I thought it was a little bit more.
I need to borrow a Dremel to get the Property of Midwest Radio Group off the side of it and throw that sucker on eBay.
You don't think that makes it more of a keepsake?
I think it makes
Did it look stolen?
I think it makes it more prosecutable.
Well, you can get one on Amazon right now for $500. There you go.
400 done.
Anybody have any fun?
Nope.
This week?
None at all.
No, none at all.
No.
Not a moment of it.
You know, I had a stack of it sitting in the corner, and I thought I should get that.
It's kind of relaxing, most
Yeah.
of it. We had to go to a birthday party.
We had to go to
we
a
had
birthday
to go.
party.
Well, we had a friend who had a birthday, so we went to the party.
Yeah.
Quiet little party.
It wasn't quite. It was maybe a space that was bigger than they needed, but it was a fun party.
Mm-hmm.
Like a late night birthday party or a daytime?
Not even a little bit. I
No.
mean, it was one of those parties where it was a room full of people we didn't really know very well.
Oh, that's not a party. That's torture.
Well, it seemed as though lots of them knew each other.
Yeah.
That's even worse. I went to a wedding like that once. And
I think we were relative newcomers to their circle of friends.
But they were all very nice. Some chit chat and we were out. Cake and chit chat. And there was good charcuterie.
Yeah, and some apps.
Who's mad about that?
Yeah, a little guilt relief or avoidance, right? You're invited. You showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they're not listening.
It was all it was a very pleasant party. I have nothing to complain about.
I'm trying to figure out where to go
met some
for
new people.
Easter. Have you ever been to Oman? The Kingdom of Oman?
Well, I never heard of it.
Okay.
So it's a country.
Isn't that where Chandler pretends to go to when he's trying to get away from
Yemen?
Yemen, that's right.
Oh, I know. I know Yemen is.
Oman is safe.
You remember the address? One Yemen Road.
Yemen.
I think I might go to Oman, the Kingdom of Oman.
Sounds magical.
Yeah, we'll see. 102.9 W4 Country and Luke Bryan, hunting, fishing, loving every day. 746, the Monday morning Jumpstart. We're talking daylight savings time. Dive right into it, Marty.
Okay, number one thing to avoid if you want to get your sleep together is going to be taking your phone into the bedroom. Okay, now I know like maybe some people that's their only phone and maybe they have a health condition and may need to call for help or whatever, but most of us probably not that, right? Don't take your, who does that?
Oh, I
Raise
bring
your,
it in.
you do, Madison. I can see the guilt on your face.
I couldn't sleep last night. What was I going to do? Stare at the ceiling or
Yeah,
phone?
that would be better. There are some other things we'll get to on the list that you can do, but boy, that is so not good for your sleep to be. And plus, I don't want the thing close to my head when I'm sleeping.
I have the blue thing turned off. Is that okay?
I mean, there are gradients here probably, but the best thing to do is to not be scrolling, having light in your eye, being on a search psychologically of, oh, what's next? What's next? Not a good thing for your sleep.
We were just talking about that. If you were watching us on W4 TV, what I was searching last night was the Kingdom of Oman.
The kingdom
For different reasons.
It's a country I haven't been to, and I think I might go.
Therefore,
Yeah. All right, Marty, what's number 2?
Number 2, skipping your bed.
Oman?
Skipping your bedtime routine. Look, we follow a sequence, and that prepares us, conditions us. So start getting ready. Yesterday, I dedicated the day to figuring out how to avoid this sleep issue, and I had some success with it too. But it's going to take some effort to do it. But keeping a routine in order prepares and conditions your mind to fall asleep, and that means the weekends too.
You spent the whole day planning your sleep?
Not every single moment. I had other intrusive thoughts, but yeah, I had a strategy. Yeah, look, sleep is a circadian rhythm, and as soon as it gets disrupted, all kinds of things can happen.
So if I wake up at 4 a.m. every day or 4:30 in the morning when my alarm goes off, I got to do that on the weekend too?
No, I'm talking about your routine starts.
sleep schedule.
Yeah, you're going to sleep schedule. But you sort of
at 9 o'clock on Saturday night too.
Yeah.
let's put it this way. It's better if now, but we all have to sacrifice in life. So sometimes because there was a party at the grotto, we were invited. I made a decision, right? So you got to live a little too. So I was like, okay, I'm going to mess with my sleep, but I think carefully before I do it. And I would recommend people do that. If you're going to sacrifice some sleep, it better be a really good reason.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up. It's a Monday morning jumpstart. We have him on every single Monday to start your week with a little bit of a smile and some tips to make your week better. Join us on W4 TV right now, Facebook.com/W4 Country, YouTube.com/W4 Country. Interact with it. Nobody said hi. We've got like a bunch of people watching. No one's speaking. So, yo.
Please.
Help us. Share the video.
If you've been to Oman, please hop on. We have a lot to talk about.
I wonder if we'll find anybody.
Time right now is 7:50. Let's get you on the road from the Brighton Ford Traffic Center. What's going on?
We do have some heavier traffic in a few spots. 94 westbound. Let's start there. Starting around Wired Road, you're going to see some heavier traffic. That continues to Michigan Avenue, and then it's a little bit slower moving right through 23, and then heavier till State. A little heavier on US 12 right around 23. Also Michigan Avenue, off and on through downtown Saline. We have some slow-moving traffic on Main Street through downtown Chelsea, and it is heavier on M52 a bit north of Chelsea. We have heavier traffic on 23 southbound that starts around 96, continues down through Silver Lake Road. Heavier on 96 eastbound starting around Grand River, continuing through 23, and then slow-moving starting around Milford. That continues all the way through the Novi area. 127 north and southbound, between Leslie and Lansing, you're going to see some slow-moving traffic through there. And we do have heavier traffic on 275. Mostly it's on the northbound side, right around 12, and then slower Ford Road on up. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the only station specializing in your local traffic, 102.9 W4 Country.
This report is sponsored by Gene Buttman Ford.
When Gene Buttman Ford says they...
Good morning, Sarah.
Thanks.
Good morning.
What kind of party at the grotto doesn't get us invited?
Yeah.
It's friend group from high school of Kathy's. So you weren't in that friend group. We didn't know you. I wasn't even in that friend group. I married into
Please
it.
log my protest.
Yeah, I thought it was clear we're supposed to have a standing invite to any parties that are held at the grotto.
Oh, maybe you do. And they just assumed that you
We
knew.
probably do. For being honest. Probably all do.
Yeah, that's true. They're not going to keep us out.
We didn't, other than that, we didn't do anything. We didn't go anywhere this weekend, other than that little shindig on Saturday evening.
Yeah. And run
I wouldn't even say
bushes to get
Saturday
stuff
night
for
because
pie.
it was evening.
Yeah, it's like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Birthday was it?
Fellow by the name of Ryan Bonner, a friend of mine who I met at 242.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ryan.
It was a big one.
Well, you wanted the invite too.
I could have added to the shenanigans. Or was it? If it's 242, probably not a shenanigan birthday.
Yeah, it was a fairly churchy crowd.
Yes, Marty, you called?
I did. Are you doing your cold immersion? Have
I
you done
am.
that this week? Good for you. What are you noticing?
Nothing. That I get cold.
I don't see, you say that a lot. I don't notice anything. It's so complicated. There are all sorts of things you could attend to that you would probably see, because it's impossible to get into that temperature and not have some significant hormonal and physiologic changes. It's impossible. It happens to all creatures that are composed such as we. Okay. So you definitely aren't paying attention to what it does. I know what it does because I do the cold showers, right? You're silent now.
That's his protest face.
I get cold. That's what happens. Yeah.
When I didn't leap out of the shower feeling like Superman, I was like, I don't know if this is worth it to me.
Is that how you were with cold showers?
Yeah.
How long did you do it for?
I did it for like 30 seconds at the end of my shower.
But how over what?
For like 30 seconds at the end of my shower.
If it's
For a couple of months.
A
If
couple
it's-
months? Okay.
I think so.
I
yeah.
thought you only did it for like a week or two.
I do it 11 minutes a day for how long?
why do trainers utilize ice bath for athletes? It has to be effective. They're not going to spend any resources or time with something that's that high stake, multi-million-dollar athlete. Why are they doing that? Because we have great science behind it, how it reduces inflammation, all sorts of. I sent you some of that, Bubba.
Mm-hmm. I might be the anomaly.
I actually had a patient that did ketamine, and you know what ketamine's like, right?
Mhm.
She did it clinically. She wasn't abusing it or anything, under doctor supervision. And she said, I didn't feel anything. And I'm like, yes, you did. You absolutely did. I was observing. And yeah, you were on, you were in banana land there for a minute, and you're coming out of it and saying nothing happened.
Banana land.
Banana land.
I get to go to Banana Land on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people do ketamine recreationally. Like, I would not want that feeling in a bar.
Some people like to just abandon all their volition. They think that's exciting and whatever. Other people can't stand it. And I know those folks, they won't even drink because they feel like they're getting out of control. That's just abandonment. Just boom, let's do it. Go for it.
Like, I've gone to Banana Land under doctor supervision, and like, I can't walk. There were a couple times that somebody brought me to my house that my neighbors must have just thought that
It'd like carry you in.
he had to
Right?
carry me in. I had tied one on
Right in the middle of the day.
right in the middle of the day. Yeah, I couldn't even walk.
There's my cousin Troy. Good morning from
Well, if you use it
Arizona.
recreationally, you're not also, going down your list of errands. Right. I'm sure you're not also trying to get scratch off your honey-do list around the house. You're not going to go clean the gutters after you've abused ketamine.
I'm going to tell that to the doctor on Wednesday. Take me to Banana Land.
Fly me first class to Banana Land.
When I land in Oman and at Easter. Is this Banana Land?
Am I in Banana Land?
Probably get shot. I think it's a very strict Islamic kingdom. Well, I'm fine with it.
You'll get along just fine.
Just that
Your habits are such.
I like
Exactly.
Exactly
fit
where
right
you
in.
go for Easter.
I like the road. Well, yeah, but we're like the neighborhood of the good stuff.
Yeah.
I looked at the good stuff. It's expensive over Easter, and the shared bathroom is a thing in Tel Aviv.
What do you mean? Who do you got to share it with? Everybody?
Like, a lot of hotels are shared bathrooms. in
I
Tel
had a
Aviv.
dream over the weekend that we went to a hotel somewhere. We were all staying there, and it was a shared bathroom.
Well, I can promise you, if we were staying there, it will not be.
It was supposed to have been. We all had our own room and our own bathroom, but when we got there, we realized it was a shared bathroom. I think we said one night and we're done. We left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Kind
I
of.
woke up before it actually.
How are you with bed and breakfasts?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Nope. I hate the forced socialization. If I want to talk to someone, I'll talk to them. Quaint and charming just means old.
What?
The last bed and breakfast we stayed at, they don't force you to talk to each other.
No, but some people feel because it's a bed and breakfast, they're kind of compelled to.
In fact,
Yeah.
we went down, we got our breakfast, we brought it back to bed. It
Hello, goodbye.
was a bed in breakfast.
Hello.
Breakfast in bed.
Breakfast in bed is where you stayed.
I'm more of a nice hotel kind of guy.
The what kind?
Nice hotel kind of guy.
Yeah, but they're all sterile, though. They all got the same feel to me, you know.
Yeah, the more sterile, the better. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country, and Never Wanted to Be That Girl. We're with Dr. Marty, and he's talking about things to avoid to deal with daylight savings time. Number one, avoid taking the phone into the bedroom. Number two, skipping your bedtime routine. What's number three, Marty?
Drinking caffeine too late in the day.
You know what I noticed last night? Like I was super jittery, and I'm wondering if it was caffeine because I drank coffee all day.
Oh, I don't know. Let's deduce.
So
You drink coffee all day.
I brought decaf into the studio today, and I had to warn Welch, be careful of the blue K-pods.
I would have been very upset.
Right.
People don't realize how just jacked they are on caffeine till they subtract some of it, maybe all of it for a while. It's a powerful drug, and the half-life up to 8 hours.
I was going to say, when you say drinking it too late in the day, you mean like afternoon.
Yes, I do. Yes. I've changed my habits because I loved it, man. I'd double shot espressos all day and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it was giving me a little extra edge. Now it just making me edgy because it was like messing with my sleep. And some people will say, look, I can put the coffee cup right in my nightstand and go right to sleep. And that's probably true.
I'm envious of those people.
But the quality of sleep will suffer. And I'll tell you how you know that is look at a sleep tracker after drinking too much caffeine or alcohol and see what it does to your deep sleep and uninterrupted sleep. It can be.
I want to pause you and thank you for something.
Okay.
You said espresso.
I did.
Thank you.
Why?
Do you know how many people say espresso? There's no damn thing as espresso. It's espresso.
They're still doing
My
that.
Italian relatives will say espresso. It's like, what's wrong with you people?
What's the matter, you?
This is the coffee of your life. All right.
Glad I could please you.
We have time for number 4.
4. This is a big one. Eating before bedtime. Food is stressful, man. We're taking foreign material in our body and it takes a lot to get that to digest. That kind of energy ought not be going on when we're going to sleep. And I know that too, because I would intermittent fast, right? Time restricted feeding. And so I would eat all my food at night, and that was not great.
So what? How much time do you need before
I-
you eat
5
Yeah.
minutes.
to go to bed?
I hear at least 3 hours.
Okay.
Oh, so the cookies on the nightstand.
It's not gonna
are
work.
another
That-
option.
Late night snack.
Cookies might be less than, eating a giant sandwich, Mama Cass sandwich.
This is the most pushback you've gotten so far.
on the food.
3 hours before bed. What?
Join us online, facebook.com/W4Country, youtube.com/W4Country. Dr. Marty and all of us are there on video. We would love to see you. Right now, let's get to the Brighton Ford Traffic Center. What's happening?
Heavier traffic on 94 westbound. That starts head up Huron Street. And then slow moving from Michigan Avenue all the way through 23. It looks like we have an accident on 94 westbound right at 23. And then we still have heavier traffic off and on till State. Heavier on US 12 right around 23 and 23 northbound starting just south of 12. That continues off and on all the way up through Washtenaw. We have heavier traffic on M14 westbound starting around Gopherton Road. That continues off and on to Curtis Road, and then past Ford Road, you're going to see some slower moving traffic right at the 14 and 23 interchange. Both directions, we have some slower moving traffic as well. We have heavier traffic on Michigan Avenue around downtown Saline, heavier traffic on Main Street through downtown Chelsea, and a little bit slower moving just north of there. Heavier traffic on M36 around Gregory, Pinckney, and Hamburg. Heavier traffic on 23 southbound starting well north of 96. That continues off and on all the way down through Silver Lake Road. Heavier traffic on 96 eastbound right around Grand River. It's a little bit slower moving right through 23, and then slow moving from Milford all the way to Novi. Also 127 north and southbound right around the Leslie area. You're going to see some heavier traffic there. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the only station specializing in your local traffic, 102.9 W4 Country.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. You're keeping up with updated
College, I was thinking, man, I'd Red Bull and vodka and go right to bed.
Yeah. Well, it's people really only kind of measure.
Yeah.
They measure duration and think that that's all there is to sleep, and it's the timing and the intensity matter a lot too. So 8 hours with no deep sleep, or 6.5 hours with hour and a half of deep sleep, which would be better.
Now, I barely drink any caffeine.
What's that like? Did you have any withdrawal symptoms? Headaches?
Withdrawal, but I'm just tired all the time. Well, I was born tired. That's what my mom says. I am just tired all the time anyway. I mean, I don't think caffeine makes that much of a difference. I know in the morning if I am really tired, I'll have a cup of coffee, and I know that it helps. But I think tired is my baseline.
God, I hate the internet. It's made people think they're journalists, and they're not. I am like 4 damn pages into what to pack in Oman, and they still haven't told me.
The thing that you have to remember about Oman is that it's a.
Well, I want to know some Mideast countries you can't wear jeans. I don't want to have to like.
That's something you could ask the chat GPT about.
The men can't wear jeans.
Well, some countries you can, like Saudi.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. Like nobody wears jeans.
I don't know if I've never been to Saudi Arabia. I know they're real strict on cultural stuff. Oh crap, we gotta go.
Doubler Vision.
Doubler Vision.
So I don't miss the Doubler message on my daily games tickets.
For a limited time, Michigan Lottery is printing Doubler messages on random daily 3 and forward box and 2-way tickets. If you're winning,
that decaf is flavorless. Drinking tepid water.
Is it because you know it's decaf?
No, it's just it's a light brew, and I don't like it.
Time this month. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Hey, good morning. We are at 4 minutes after 8 o'clock, and I want to thank you for listening along today. You got the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. Expect some snow today. We're looking for highs in the mid-30s.
You're listening to WWFM Ann Arbor. So very proud to be a Cumulus Media station. We're the morning show that makes you feel good. I'll just go to Dubai. That's easy. And
what's that?
When I was in Dubai, I was there at Easter, and it was really interesting. They made a little cake of a cross, and they put little Easter bunnies around it. I know it's kind of a mixed message there.
I love it.
But in the hotel, and then they wrote in chocolate, "Happy Easter, Mr. Cowan," and they placed it on the desk, which was oddly right under the pointer to Mecca. All the hotels in the Mideast have things on the ceiling that point to Mecca. So you know which way to pray. So my Easter message was under the Islamic thing.
But they put a cross on that, huh? For you.
Cross, yeah. I thought it was really interesting. Ritz-Carlton, Dubai.
It's probably, you're from America. Everybody's religious. They think maybe.
Well, that's why they did the little bunnies too, right?
Just
maybe
not to forget.
In your thing, maybe the bunnies are. We've also
just covering their bases.
We've hidden several eggs in your room.
Now that would be fun.
I hope you're ready for that, Mr. Cowan. Marty, is that a onesie that you're wearing?
It's a unitard. No, it's not. It's a robe. It's a sleep show, so I thought I'd leave my robe on. Yeah,
but it is American flag, yes.
Yeah, it is. My patriotic. Yeah. If I die in my sleep, I can have a military burial.
I thought you were trying to like dress up as Apollo Creed or something.
No, this was a gift. I don't buy my own clothes. I wouldn't know what to buy. I almost asked you an inappropriate question.
Fire! We love inappropriate questions.
Yeah, I don't want to, but what if I don't want to know the answer?
Well, then you definitely shouldn't.
I'll ask, but please don't answer. I was going to ask, what do you wear to bed? And I was like, that's kind of inappropriate. And do I really want to know that?
Last night I wore joggers and a t-shirt, and I woke up in joggers and a t-shirt.
What are joggers? Just shoes?
No.
Just shoes and a t-shirt?
Yeah, tennies.
He's got to get up and run.
No wonder your sleeve's fouled up.
Most nights, who's peeking through the window? Oh, that's your microphone. Sorry.
Nice hallucinating.
Most nights I'll wear like boxer briefs.
Okay.
Here's why I'm hesitant to stay in a hotel room with a stranger. A lot of times in my sleep, I remove clothing and I don't know why, and I don't know when it'll happen. Sometimes I'll go to bed fully clothed and I'll wake up naked as a jaybird and not know where my clothes are. Like, have to find them. Like, I've taken them off and thrown them. And I don't know why this happens. Because it's not like
Camera sometime.
it's
I'm
not
gonna
like you have,
record
like
yourself.
Parcheesi dreams. Oh, what happened with all those messages? Where did those all come from?
People been saying hi.
But no, this is a blink, and like I just watched 20 appear at once.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with your computer then. People have been saying hi. I put some of them up already.
And the last one I saw was Troy, and then just blinked, and everything else went
Let's
below
see.
that.
I don't know where I stopped. I'll just put them all up again.
Good morning. Hey, it's crew.
Crew.
Oh,
Wait, what was that?
have a baby. See how that affects your deep
Yeah.
sleep.
Try having twins. That was awful. I didn't sleep for a year. We were working in shifts.
Now we have someone peeking through. Hello, David.
Good
David
morning.
Good Monday morning. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Rebecca. What was that name? Oh, James. My eyesight's bad this morning. I thought it said Hamon.
Like ham.
Like ham.
Ham.
Buenos dias.
I really thought of Madrid too, only for the ham.
Sure. Yeah, get yourself some Easter ham.
Right. It's like uber Catholic there. I could find a nice service. I could eat ham. They have a fast food restaurant in Madrid called El Museo de Jamón, the ham museum. And for €2, you get a ham sandwich with that famous ham, that what is it, Iberico ham, and a beer. And it's like a great bargain in Europe.
That doesn't sound so bad.
I don't know. Museum sounds antiquated. Like have some ancient ham.
Well, the
or something.
older it is, the better.
Oh,
They'll age
that's
that
right.
Iberico ham like
Okay.
decades.
I thought they just had it laying out.
No. Well,
It's an old ham sandwich.
I don't think for €2 you're getting like the aged
Prime ham.
delicacy. You're probably getting what they get at the grocery store.
Yeah.
The fat guy beer ham sandwich, hot day, not bad. €2.
Yeah, I think I just walk in and slap down 4.
Oh, there were a couple days I did.
Yeah.
Or
Why mess around? I'm not gonna pretend I'm only gonna eat one and then buy a second one because I thought about it.
I was staying in a plaza area where like there was 2 Museo de Jamons on different sides of the plaza. So a lot of times I go to one and walk to the other one.
Just really interested in museums.
I like that, and it's just a chain.
Yeah.
That's great.
And they serve other things, but it's a bargain.
Good morning, Pamela. Michelle.
Hello, Dexter.
Hey,
Hey.
all right, they're open too.
I did not know that.
They
Oh, heck yeah, they
are.
are.
Oh, yeah,
That's
they are.
what's your jam there? Because you live close to it. You guys are down there a lot, probably. I would be.
Well, you should go for the froyo.
Uh-huh.
I like it's the cake batter or the cookies and cream froyo, and you just put a bunch of Oreos on it.
That sounds
It's
good.
just all cookies and cream.
I could do that once
I
a
try
week.
other things, like I try to mix other things around, and it's just like I kind of wish I'd gotten more.
It's, you know what? That's a problem with the restaurants we like. It's like I order the same thing because I don't want to take a risk.
Comfortable.
Yeah, but
know
that's
what you
probably
There's nothing wrong with that.
kind of you missed the whole rest of the menu.
But you know what?
That's high stakes. This ain't McDonald's, man. I'm gonna spend some money.
102.9 W4 Country, the station playing a bigger variety of music than ever before. Listen, you can hear the difference right now with Martina McBride.
Mm-mm.
don't even really like ham that much, and now all I can think about is ham.
It is good. Ham and cheese sandwiches are really good if you get the
You know
right
what I
bread.
like? I'll do like the Easter ham. If you get that spiral ham at Easter, you got to get those little Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah,
Sandwiches
Yeah,
for
they're
days.
so
I don't even
sweet.
care about the Easter dinner. I just want the leftovers.
ham.
Cheese, Hawaiian roll,
Yep.
ham, and a little dollop of Grey Poupon oven.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Wrap it in foil. Get it melty. Oh, so good.
You know,
hot.
I had somebody make those by the tray. Like they took a baking pan.
Oh, a lot of
and
people
all the
take
cake
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hawaiian rolls
Yeah.
to slice it all in the middle.
Oh yeah, like a cake.
Because why make them one at a time? Just
That's
make
true.
the
Because you're
whole
not going to
tray
eat
of
them one at a time.
No way.
You make the whole damn cake plate or a platter of it. I'll eat the whole damn cake platter of
Mhm.
it. Cake platter.
the cake platter.
Didn't we go on a ham last year together?
We did. We were disappointed in the quantity we got for the
It's a little
price.
Disappointing.
And then we never had that. What was it? Sweet potato casserole or
Nope,
something?
never had that, and then had to toss it.
And the power went out.
If
We'd already
It
had it
was
for a
probably
while.
Done anyway.
if I end up in Madrid, I'll bring you back some Iberico ham. I think you're allowed to do that. I think they sell like tourist blocks you can bring.
Yeah, if it's aged decades, what's a few more days?
Well, you're not allowed to bring meat back and forth. but
Yeah.
I think they make you can buy like the vacuum sealed tourist ham.
Get the stuff at the airport.
Yeah. Then they can't bitch it. I guess they could bitch at you when you land. But... Dude, pre-check. Nobody even looks at me. Here's your slip.
What, do you want a little more attention than that?
No, global entry, whatever it is. Like customs is easy. Now it knows who I am. I don't even have to show my fingerprints. I just look at the machine and it prints out a piece of paper.
Can you tell if I make eye contact? So, Madison.
102.9 W4 Country and My Baby Loves Me. It's Martina McBride. Good morning, 814. We are finishing up the Monday morning jumpstart with Dr. Marty. It's things to avoid on daylight savings. Number one, avoid taking your phone into your bedroom. Number two, skipping your bedtime routine. Number three, what are your thoughts on a bath before bed, Marty? Does it wake you up or slow you down?
No, it's well, you get the parasympathetic after. First, it wakes you up, right? That's why I say this heat shock, cold shock stuff I use a lot for sleep. So heating your body up like that and then feeling relaxed, especially if you finish with a cold shower. Yeah, you feel this sense of mental alertness and the calmness. That's parasympathetic nervous system activation. That rest, digest, sleep, play Parcheesi, all those things you can do when you're not under threat.
I'm under threat of never playing Parcheesi again in my life. So number three is drinking caffeine too late in the day. Number four, eating before bed. What's number five, Marty?
Number five, obsessing over your sleep. And people do that. There's this condition called orthosomnia where we catastrophize like, I'm not going to get any sleep. It's going to be awful. I'd started doing a little bit with my sleep tracker because, I'm a little bit competitive sometimes and perfectionistic sometimes. And so I was like, I got to catch good data all the time. And I felt like a little bit of a failure if I didn't and I got to fix it or whatever. Yeah, don't do that. That interferes with sleep.
I think when you wake up early like we do, you naturally become obsessed with sleep. Like I'm obsessed with sleep a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. So be careful, be concerned, but not overly concerned where it becomes an obsession because that ramps us up. As a matter of fact, if you wake up in the middle of the night, relax, man. Just go do something. If you give it a shot, it takes at least a half hour for most people to fall asleep, right? Sometimes more. So, just relax a little bit. Maybe you'll be up for a half hour, but if you start stressing about it.
That's what happens. I'd start gambling with myself. Like, okay.
Right. If you go to sleep in the next 10 minutes, you can still get 6 hours.
Still fall asleep now and I'd
Yes.
be okay.
So I was last night and I set my alarm for 4:15 this morning. I thought, why? 5. Set it for 5. And it's like, crap, I've still only got 6 hours left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
no, I've done that.
Always in my house. What's your bonus today, Marty?
Okay, this one. Bonus today. Do not hide from daily sunlight. That's so critical to sleep. So letting that direct sunlight, and it doesn't matter if it's cloudy, you're still getting some sunlight in your retina. That's really important to cycle through the hormones and keep your circadian rhythm on point. So try to do what the sun does. The sun's starting to come up, go outside, see the sun.
Is it hotter than my wife's glare right now?
Why?
Never go outside.
Are you in
I
trouble?
tried to go outside yesterday.
Do you
I
see
didn't
his
want to, that's
skin?
true.
If he got in sunlight, what would happen, Madison?
Boils.
First a little.
Boils.
He's seeing steam coming off him. He's the whitest human being I've ever seen. I don't even want to.
No, it's fine. I tried to get us outside yesterday.
I don't even want to see what's
We
under
win.
clothing. You have to deal with that. How does it get whiter?
You can actually see my heart pumping.
Dr. Marty is here every
Weird.
single Monday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He'll return next Monday with the Monday Morning Jumpstart. We never got the weather, Welch. How is the day gonna crack out?
Oh, highs in the low 30s today. We are looking at another inch and a half of snow throughout the day today.
All right, stick around. Coming up, we've got Bubba's Big Game of the Week. It's on the way on W4 Country right now. Let's get you on the road in the Brighton Ford Traffic Center.
We have an accident to report on 94 westbound. It starts, it's right around 23, and the slowdowns start around Huron Street. It's pretty slow moving through there, and then after 23, you're still going to see some slowdowns or heavier traffic at least until State. We have heavier traffic on 12 right at 23. We have heavier traffic on 14 westbound between Curtis Road and then slower moving right past Ford Road. That continues all the way to 23. It looks like we have an accident somewhere in the 23 interchange there, and it's a little bit slower moving on the westbound side there as you're headed towards 23 northbound. We have heavier traffic on 275 northbound right through 12 and 12 right at 275. We have heavier traffic on the northbound side north of Ford Road as well. Southbound 23, we're looking at slower moving traffic, heavier traffic, I should say, starting well north of 96